If you see something like this, it might look super difficult, but in fact it's one of the most intuitive things ever. Each letter stands for which side of the cube to turn. U stands for up, D stands for down, R stands for right, L stands for left, F stands for front, and B stands for back. If it's just a letter, it means to turn that side clockwise while facing the side. So the start of this algorithm would be turning the upper layer clockwise. If there's an apostrophe after the letter, this means prime. And what it means is to turn that side counterclockwise while facing that side. So D prime would be this. Now be careful because U and D seems to be turning in the same direction while D has an apostrophe. But if we face the down layer, this is counterclockwise. So two opposite sides always turn in different directions. A 2 after the letter means to turn that side twice or 180 degrees. So R2 would be this. But R2 can also be this because it doesn't matter if you turn clockwise or counterclockwise. So let's do the entire sequence. U clockwise, D counterclockwise, R2, L clockwise, F counterclockwise, and finally B counterclockwise. A lowercase letter means to turn that side plus the middle layer. This is also called a wide or fat move. So this would be a wide R move, this is a wide F prime, and this would be a fat D2. Sometimes wide moves are noted with a lowercase w. Now the middle layers in particular also have letters attached to them, and these kind of moves are called slice moves. This is the M layer, and an M slice follows the direction of the left layer. Since an L move goes this way, an M move would look like this. An M prime would be this, and of course an M2 would be this. This is the E layer, and it follows the direction of the D layer, so this is an E slice. This is the S layer, and it follows the direction of the front layer, so this is an S move. But we can also rotate the entire puzzle, and for these rotations we use lowercase x, y, z in the same way we would use them for graphs. X rotates the cube around the x-axis, and x follows the right layer, so this would be an x rotation. Y rotates the cube around the y-axis, and y follows the direction of the up layer, so this is a y rotation. And finally z rotates the cube around the z-axis, and z follows the direction of the front layer, so this is a z rotation. Sometimes while reading algorithms, you would find some letters in between brackets. These are just there to assist memorization and group move triggers, like in this case, F clockwise, a sexy move, and F counterclockwise. Although you can do 180-degree turns in both directions, sometimes you would see something like R2 prime written down. These are just there to indicate how to best execute that algorithm. Very rarely would you see something like an R3. And this seems ridiculous because an R3 is the same as doing an R prime. But for example, in this U-perm, doing an R3 move right here saves doing a regrip. Once you know how to read cube notation, you should try to always use a cube timer to time your solves. This way you can actually randomize scrambles to make the solve more legit. Keep in mind to always keep white on top, green in front when you scramble, because it is done this way at WCA competitions. One tip, on CS Timer you can select Tools and draw a scramble from the drop-down menu to see if you correctly did your scramble. Finally, as a test, try to do this scramble on your cube to see if you fully grasp how cube notation works. Thanks for watching this video, I hope you learned something. If you want to learn even more, check out one of these videos. Peace!